right, guys, welcome to Overtakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Kel.
Oh, baby. Now, these were the days. Well, at least Friday was the day. Friday was the day that Overwatch League showed you what Overwatch League should be.
Exactly. So, just jumping right in.
The big game.
The big game. Seoul versus New York.
Now, that was a match. Oh, my God, that was so good.
It was just incredible. I mean,
I had to rewatch it.
Did New York... Did they ever take out... They just ran the same lineup the whole game, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And it worked out for them. I mean, no Pine at all.
Yeah.
And honestly, it worked to their benefit.
Yeah, it did.
Because Libero and Sabiobi were...
They were
just
on fire.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching it going... All right, New York is here. New York showed up in this one because it was a little sketchy after that Philadelphia performance. I was kind of like, Seoul gonna fucking roll them or something.
Right.
But yeah, they showed up,
and this is why you can kind of give a little bit of credence to they were looking ahead during that game
because they were on fire.
This is the game that they were locked in and ready for.
Yeah. Which I mean, you kind of expect that,
right?
When you're playing, but you don't want to look past any games, which is what like. You could say Seoul kind of looked past Shanghai because they took a map.
Mm-hmm. But I think what is even more impressive in this game than anything else was the defense by both teams.
Both teams.
I mean,
that Horizon,
the
Horizon thing was
the Horizon was probably the one exception.
Yeah, but that was still even
taking those point A's was just absurd at times.
Yeah. They were just...
That meatball...
meatball slambulance. That thing... New York runs that. New York runs that to a T. If anyone wants to learn how to play that, they need to watch New York.
Watch them do that. And
Jonak gets his fucking ult in like 30 seconds.
It was less than 30 seconds he had his ult, which was
if you play Moira, you can get it within 45 and you're going, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, just watching the ticker just go up, just throws those freaking the healing ball while they're all in that room. And he uses the healing
ball more than people do.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm starting to do that more when I play.
It definitely works to their advantage
when you have a grouping.
When they're all grouped up like that, and then on top of that, they're all very high health heroes, so they're taking huge damage when they're going by that.
When they're up top, when they're going by.
When they're going by and they have their... But they also... run that
the Lucio with it.
The underneath.
Oh no, wait, they didn't run Lucio, did they?
No, they did.
Did they do Mercy?
I think they did Mercy.
Mercy Moira.
Yeah, well, they did it for one, and I think in another one they did because they switched it up, and I think they did run a Lucio Mercy one for another one. Yeah. And that time they switched it up. They didn't go to the left room. They went
the one
directly
through
underneath.
And
that completely threw them off. Where they were they forced them to go over and around,
which was fucking brilliant.
That was a brilliant strategy.
The point B holds though on that map were so.
Oh my god!
Like I don't know how these teams like Seoul and New York specifically, not other teams, but like. You would be like, all right, they got the point wiped. Then all of a sudden they would come back.
Right.
And the attacking team would come back.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the defense team where you're throwing May and Doomfist and all this just to hold the point.
Right.
Then all of a sudden a Transcendence come in and be like, okay, we're fighting again.
Yeah. Right. Like just because you think that the game or this one is over, it's like, oh, Zen pops his ult and then Mercy reses two people and you're like, oh, your whole team's back and you're taking the point.
Winston's you're making back in and all of a sudden you see Winston dive in
and all of a sudden the ticker's going back up and that was.
And you know in this game it was hard to find mistakes. I mean there was they were kind of owning Profit or not Profit. I'm sorry. They were kind of owning Fleta a little bit.
Yeah.
In this.
But even still...
He still got a lot of stuff done.
Fleta he was making it happen.
Oh, big time.
And like the combo of him and Jaehong was just gross. And I don't think there's...
Jaehong plays an awesome Sombra. He also plays a good Roadhog, too, that we saw.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably the most diverse we've seen from Jaehong.
I mean, I've seen him... He's popped out 76 once in a while. Mm-hmm. But his hero pool is huge.
He was busting out everyone.
He was not bad on
exceptional in all of them. So, I mean, even still, his Zenyatta is...
His Zenyatta and Jonak's Zenyatta are...
is unreal.
Yeah. I mean, they were giving...
Oh, yeah. 2 of the best Zenyatas in the game going head-to-head was... that was a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, I know Seoul really was all up in Arc shit, too.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing that they did do good, because Arc is a great Mercy player. And he was getting a little flustered, I think, in that... It might have been... It was in the Horizon map. They showed him on camera a couple times. He looked kind of like... little edgy, little pissed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like kind of that kind of thing.
Also going on to that Junkertown map was...
That was just insane.
Disturbingly good defense by both teams.
Yeah, and I think our little pirate ship days are getting numbered in the Overwatch League.
Yeah, people are figuring out how to counter that one real well.
Back to the team that we were kind of telling you to hold your horses on. Houston's the one that figured out how to slow that down, because I don't think anyone's gotten to the door on them in the last 3 matches that they played on Junkertown.
But like this one, I mean, hell, 1 point from Seoul. They got, what did they do? Because they didn't even, and they barely got past into the second point once they got the first one, because they barely got the first point. And
these teams aren't really screwing too well. New York tried to run the pirate ship with the Jonak on the...
it didn't last very long.
It didn't last very long, though, because, they're smart, and they switched off, and teams are figuring that thing out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, New York didn't get a single point. Nope. They never got it. They didn't
get to the door.
Did they even get it past the buildings to the open area?
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't, because Seoul beat them 1-0. So
well, yeah. I mean,
you got to get to at least.
Even then, they just didn't even get it. They didn't even get it to the gate area, like that area outside the gate. I don't think they got past the choke point of the 2 buildings there.
Yeah.
I don't think they got past that. I mean,
I think the people are getting on top of that. You have that meat in the front, but you're gonna need more damage output than Hanzo and than the Hanzo Widowmaker thing. I'm all for running. Dallas did it. They ran Junkrat. Seagull ran Junkrat on offense, and I have no problem with that. You need that damage output.
You need that to take down the Orisa shields, because they're relentless. They have so much uptime.
Yeah, you have the Hanzo chance with the scatter arrow thing, but he doesn't do enough damage. Not as much as Junkrat.
Not as consistently and effectively as Junkrat can. And then Junkrat can get other picks where you need it.
Yeah, he can get sneaky in those rooms and stuff with with your tracers running around and whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, the only match the only map that I wasn't the Oasis map was. I don't like Oasis anyway. I'm the Oasis hater.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Oasis either.
New York just wiped them in overtime.
Yeah.
But
even still, it
was close. But
it was close, because I think on both.
They both had held the points for a while.
Yeah, it both got to 99%. It was just a matter of New York held on longer. Yeah. In both.
Okay, the question coming out of this is now, who's number 1? I'm still going Seoul,
because all these teams have 1 loss now.
Yep. I'm still going Seoul.
I agree, because I gotta go with Seoul, because Seoul's 1 loss was to one of the best teams that has been
1A. They lost to Team 1A.
They lost to Team 1A, exactly. And
New York
New York lost to Philly,
who's good, but
they are not the same level as Seoul.
Seoul just wipes teams like that.
All right, moving on to Shanghai and Philly.
The better than expected map.
Right.
Or match. I think that was a lot of that had to do with Philadelphia. I think they were kind of the post big victory. Yeah. Kind of a little letdown kind of week.
I think they underestimated.
They underestimated Shanghai.
To underestimate, and it was almost a trap game for them.
Yeah. Definitely a trap game, especially in a season like this. And Shanghai actually played well, though. That being said, a trap game or whatever, they impressed me a little bit. They
had more cohesion than they've shown in any of their other games.
And Undead was playing good. Dio was playing well.
And that's what they really need to work on, is getting those guys going, because that is their one and only hope to win games. Is if those guys aren't on, they are dead in the water. Yeah. If those guys are on, then they really have a chance.
If they focus them, and those 2 guys, it seems like they get really, really flustered if they get focused hard.
Yes.
Which at this point they should be used to it, because they're the only 2 guys on the team that are making a difference.
Yeah.
But still, when you get focused, it fucks with your outlook and your mentality and your gameplay, which is why people do it. But Philadelphia looked kind of, like they were back to the Philadelphia that lost to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those games for them.
It was.
And I expected more. But
yeah.
The letdown thing. But Shanghai did something. For Shanghai, I think that's a big confidence booster. That definitely. They took 2 maps and went to overtime.
Yes.
And
if
they can learn from it.
They can build on that and hopefully make themselves a more competitive team in general. All right, so moving on to Dallas and San Francisco. Dallas getting their first win of the season.
What do you know? That Dallas fuel sighting. This needs to be said about Dallas. I think they found their lineup.
They did.
That's Seagull, Mickey, Coco, Custa, and Effect.
Yeah, Effect and Seagull were playing incredibly well off of each other, where Effect would take over and Seagull would kind of fade. Yeah. And then there would be points where Seagull would take over and Effect would kind of fit. Like, it was...
Yeah, they were doing well. They were... And a non-conventional DPS thing.
If they can get to a point where they can both take over a match, watch that.
Like you see, like Shadowburn and Carpe do, or Sabiobi and...
or Jake and Linkser.
And Jake and Linkser, Sabiobi, and Libero.
Oh, right.
Sometimes I like Seagull. He doesn't switch sometimes. That's like, dude, get off the fucking Junkrat.
Yeah, there was definitely a
couple of times I was like,
you do not need to be on Junkrat. But then as soon as you
say that, he does.
He just starts going off, and you're like,
never mind. But still,
why? But at the same time, it's like, if you'd have switched before, a bad game overall for San Francisco.
Yeah.
They both looked really
plays.
good on the first point. That was a really exciting map.
Yeah,
and then San Francisco just fell apart after that. Well, and Baby Bay, I think, was kind of the key in their loss.
Yeah,
he just could not get anything going. Anytime you felt like he was going to get something going, he would just get picked off, and it would just set them back so badly because they need him to be. They need him to, because if he's not there, when they win, is because he's playing really well. If he's not playing well, then
he's like hitting shots with Widow. He's he's controlling the sky with Farah.
He's done if he's not playing well.
Yeah,
and he's a really hot or cold player.
Dante was.
Dante was definitely not helping him out either.
They have that streak team. They have teams that all the guys on the team they could be great 1 minute, and then the next minute you're going, "What the fuck just happened?"
Right.
But Dallas took advantage of that because Effect is so fucking awesome.
How many times did Effect pick off freaking either one of those guys? He was just owning Baby Bay.
He was owning everything a couple of times.
And then he was
on McCree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing. I mean, when you
on the first point on the first map, on Eichenwald, he was just on it. And then there was also some points where Baby Bay was just
out of position and stuff a lot.
And Seagull was just wrecking him.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did you just see random Junkrat spam?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh,
boom,
Baby
boom.
Bay.
Then you see the kill feed.
Baby Bay. Yep. You're like, Jesus Christ, man. How are you getting killed by Junkrat spam?
Yeah. I mean, and Seagull got him when he was Farah a couple times, too, with the mines.
Yeah.
Which, that's hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, Seagull's a great at I don't know going forward what Dallas is going to do.
Yeah.
It's up in the air, but I think they figured something out because they were very, very well prepared. They were communicating well. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I think one of the things is, and I was knocking him last week, Mickey's Roadhog play was phenomenal.
Yeah, top notch.
And the thing with that I've noticed when Mickey's in there, which he's in there pretty much all the time, but he's so positive. He keeps the things rolling like
yeah,
because you don't have all the. I mean, Effect is pretty hot heady.
Yeah.
And then when you had Effect and Taimu in there, and then if you, God forbid, you had XQC in that whole fucking mix,
it just fell apart real fast.
Yeah. It's just, you got too much flammability.
He's kind of like a guy like Mickey is exactly what that team needs.
Yeah.
To prevent the toxicity from seeping in and just ruining all of their teamwork and all of that.
Because Seagull's pretty chill, but he gets a little wound up. I mean, everybody gets wound up.
Right.
But he's kind of keeping it...
Seagull will feed off of either the positive energy or the negative energy, and it will affect him.
Yeah. And you got someone like Mickey in there being positive and playing well. Like, he's playing... He had a couple of bad matches. I didn't... But I did say last week his Roadhog was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't Taimu level Roadhog, but this week he was Taimu level Roadhog.
Yeah.
And he was just
And that might be why the Taimu is on the outs, because they want somebody like Mickey who can give them good excellent Roadhog play, but also be good at the other tanks as well.
Yeah.
And be there when they need him to be, and then be that positive influence that this team desperately needs, because my God, they can be a toxic group of assholes.
But that being said, Coco and Mickey as a tank duo.
Even when they were playing well, there was times where it's just like, oh, and Coco's down. Oh, yeah. Coco goes down again. Coco's down.
But he's good, though. But I like it better than the other idiot. Fucking shoot me, I don't care.
Yeah, no, I agree. I fully agree.
As far as a team goes, it works way better with Coco and Mickey.
I don't know what it is, but I really feel like they need to stop having Coco play Orisa, because he is just getting worked as Orisa. His other tanks are not nearly as... Are much more polished than his Orisa.
Yeah, but his Winston's good.
Punished for just either bad positioning or just not getting his shields out in time.
And the fortify. Sometimes he misses.
Yeah, his fortifies. He's using them too early at times, or sometimes he's not using them soon enough.
I think that's some of these guys are getting better with Orisa. I mean, it was kind of like a back pocket tank.
Yeah.
Until this meta came about, when we started doing this meatball thing and the Junkertown, defenses with the static shields and like Anubis. It's just coming more and more and more in. Mm-hmm. And there were guys that were good to begin with, and I think they need to practice more, some of these other guys. Like that's one thing I will give XQC. His Orisa is way better.
His Orisa is excellent, but his Winston is garbage.
Yeah. And, fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys, that's it for this week.
Don't forget to hit a like, hit subscribe. Catch us on Twitch and Twitter. We have the addresses up there on the screen. We will see you on the next one.
See you on the next one, guys. Later.
Later.